Okay, I have a 2008 Honda Pilot. The customer complained of a whining noise, and I brought it to me tonight. So I did a little troubleshooting, and I thought it was the power steering pump, because the power steering pump do have O-ring that goes up on here on this high pressure hose, hold down by two 10mm bolts, and the bottom one also, which is the return line, it's got an O-ring. And what you do to check it, just open up the reservoir, start up the vehicle, and if you get a lot of bubble inside the reservoir, that means that the O-ring is worn out and will cause a whining noise. So you can go to Honda dealership and just buy two O-rings and replace it. But if you don't get the bubble inside there, the reservoir, then it means your alternator is whining. So what I did is I disconnect the alternator. Here's the connector. It's green color in the back of the alternator, right there with that brown color connector. That's where it go. And I disconnect, and I start the vehicle up, and the whining noise went away. And I have done this on Honda Odyssey, where the alternator would whine if you don't get the correct alternator. And I seen that brown color right there on the alternator, and it smelled burnt. So I'm guessing this alternator somehow is burned up, but it's still working. It's still charging up the battery, but just make that annoying whining sound. You can hear it inside the car while you're sitting in there. So yeah, that's how you determine which is whining, your power steering pump or your alternator, by doing those two things. Just check for bubble inside the reservoir with the car running, and if it's still whine, then check the alternator. Disconnect the connector in the back of the alternator and start up the vehicle. And if it doesn't whine, then there you go, the alternator is bad and you need to replace it. I don't know why Honda makes it that way, but I particularly don't like Honda. I like Nissan, Toyota. Honda is just kind of like a bastard child of an Asian car. But yeah, I hope this helped.